What is going on, guys? Devinator here on some PUBG. Playing some solo, third person. Played a few games today. No chicken dinners. I've had one, and we won that in a 3-man squad. I think earlier this weekend, this break. Haven't won one yet today. I've placed in the top 10 yesterday. I think I played 3 games yesterday and placed in the top 10 on all 3 and had at least 2 kills per game. I think I got number 2 with 5, and I think I got like 10 with 4, and number 3 with 3, I think. Maybe 2. I don't remember exactly. I have played Vikindi, the snow map, on the public test server a little bit. And I think that map's going to be awesome. I love the G36C. I think that map's going to be a great map. Not too big. This map is a little small. This one here that we're getting ready to play on is a little bit small for a 100-man. But I do enjoy it. This was probably my favorite one whenever it first came out. But since then, it's one of my least favorites. I think I'm going to drop over there. Now, I will say, I'm not the greatest at this game. I have been dropping more in bigger areas when I play solo. My squad and we usually drop in smaller, bigger places like these, where there's a bunch of houses together and we each hit up a little small section of house. But when I play solo, I try to stream off the main plane line. So like I don't usually drop at boot camp, or this, since this plane line's right here, Painan, Ruins, I wouldn't drop anywhere there, Kampong. But if I can get to it away from the plane line, I usually try and drop there, and there might be a few people with me when I jump. But I'm not that great of a player yet. I can't jump in a highly contested area yet. I usually play in first person for the majority. And then I use third person when I see it best for me and the situation that I'm in. I play it situationally. But I have been working on my game. I think I'll take the QBZ. I'm a fan of that. Drop that 9 and put that on there. At first I was kind of skeptical on why people would run 2 guns of the same ammo type. But since this dropped, I find it more convenient. I have to focus on one certain type of ammunition to pick up, and I usually stick with that. But I do play this game. This is probably the game that I spend most of my time playing. You would think I'm better than what I am, seeing as how I play it all the time, but this game's tough. Yeah, this game is tough, but I do enjoy it. Get that suppressor. Slap it on there. Flash hider. Put that on there. I usually find more first aid kits and stuff in this area. I do like to drop here, but it gets really congested when that plane line is right over it. If you love, Call of Duty's games like that, I would highly recommend this game. First person is all right. I usually drive in third person too. Any shooter game, if you like that, you'll enjoy this game. And if you're more into the old school Call of Duties, this game is definitely for you. If you were not a Fortnite fan, this game is definitely for you. More realistic. I think better graphics. I wouldn't say easier to play, but the building aspect to me makes the game way too complicated and unrealistic. But I do enjoy this game a lot. And this is what I usually am playing in my free time. First sight there. Sweet. Now all I need is a good scope. I'll use the 3 times, and I'll use the 6 times. But my favorite scope to use on any gun is the 4 times for my longer range shooting. I'm not that great at super long distances. But at a decent distance, I'm not that bad. And hopefully you guys will see some of that. The only downfall I would say to the games, the Battle Royale games, are that they do last quite a while. If you live that long, they do last quite a while. If you survive all the way up to top 10, you're looking at least a 20-minute game. So you should have time before you jump into this game, because you are going to need it. Any other map, I'd take the M4, but I don't want that. But since I have the QBZ with so many attachments on it, I think I'll just go ahead and keep that. The only thing I'm looking for now is a sight. A scope for my QBU. And the QBU and QBZ were the new guns that they released for this map, and they are only available in this map. There we go. 4 times scope. Now, I will probably stick it out right here, since the circle was so nice to me here, and see what happens. I didn't mean to pick up the cheat pad. I'll probably stick here, since I did get a good circle. Go ahead and reload that. Gunshots over that way. But on this map, I believe that since it's so much smaller, it gives everybody a chance to get better loot. So even in like the little smaller places that I was showing you, where when I play squads where we jump around in there is better loot than the 8x8s. When you jump into those smaller places, they don't have as good of loot. But I think here they wanted to give everybody a chance, make it a little bit easier. I don't know if they have bumped up the loot for this map, but I think they definitely didn't bump it down either. Didn't narrow it down. Since it's such a smaller map, they left it the same amount of loot per this map as the other ones. And distribute it more evenly across the map, which is good for the players that don't jump big towns, but makes it a little harder for players that do jump big maps and jump for those better loot items. I will say the big towns usually have more better loot, but in this map, you jump to one of these smaller places, you won't have any trouble finding a weapon, at least if you're playing solos, at least one per squad member in squads. What can I drop? Drop those. So what I'm doing here is just kind of running around, making sure I have enough items to heal with for that final circle. Now, I'm not saying this is exactly how you should play it. I would not take any advice. I would take some advice from me. I know kind of what I'm doing for the most part, but I am by far not an expert. Right now, kind of looking for a level 3 bag so I can pick up some of these other first aid kits. I've got my guns fully attached out. I could probably spare to drop some 5.56, but I'm not hurting for anything really, so I'm gonna keep what I got. Another thing, if you're new to this game, you cannot stand still. Even if you think you've got cover, standing still will get you killed quickly. Unlike a Call of Duty game, this game is super realistic, and a headshot will kill you. Your different levels of helmets provide you different protection to the shots, as well as vests. I'll probably stake out here until that circle shrinks again and forces me to leave. I'm not a super aggressive player either. I'm not going to run to these bigger towns. I usually try and get like 3 or 4 kills is good. See, I was at the point where I'd hide into those small little towns and move very little. When playing this game, I would definitely recommend getting a decent headset. It will be worth its weight in gold in this game, because footsteps are huge. If you can get upper hand on the enemy, even just by a second, split second is all you need to get that upper hand, and it really makes a difference. I'm not hurting for anything, so there's that circle shrinking that way, so I'll probably right here get into some cover. So I've got him pinned right there. He just jumped into that building. He's up there. There we go. 1 kill. Oh, just got an achievement. Marksman Expert. And it's really, this game is very up to the player how you want to play. But if you want to get better and place up higher and get more kills, you definitely want to work on your aiming and how fast you kill people, because timing is everything in this game. You have to be quick and react very fast to others playing. If you want to win these gunfights, that could mean winning or losing, essentially. You have to act quickly. You have to have a fast reaction time if you want to be successful in this game, win games. Which is, nobody plays a game just to, well, for, I mean, nobody wants to lose a game. If you're going to play the game, you want to win. But I would get, top 10 and hide out the whole game and just barely move from circle to circle, which will get you there. But once you get into those final gunfights where people are definitely know what they're doing, come up here. 2 kills. There we go. I baited him into coming out there. Go ahead and heal up a little bit here. Go ahead and get boosted. And get ready to run. I lured him into thinking I was going in that way by opening that door. I had, absolutely no intentions of going in that door, but to get him to come out. I opened it up to make him think that I was coming in. Make him come to me. I have the upper hand and can win those gunfights. Now, I would recommend you definitely keep as much of you covered as possible. You won't be fully covered ever in this game, but like I'm running along this the shore here, so I know one of my sides is completely covered, and I'm running away from that zone. So the only way somebody's coming in from behind me here. Dang. Like that, if he was waiting on somebody to run in from the zone. Let's go ahead and leave that match. And I think we'll call that a video. We're almost at 20 minutes here recording. If you enjoyed this, be sure to let me know. I will record more PUBG gameplay for you guys if this is what you enjoy seeing. I definitely enjoy playing this game. Probably my favorite game to play. Not an expert, not the best player in the world, but I do get kills. I do know how to play the game somewhat. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions, be sure to leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new. I've been doing a lot of Xbox One stuff lately, newer games. But I definitely want to get back into the retro game, put some of that content out there for you guys. But recently got another Xbox, so I'm able to have one in my game room also. And that is definitely my main gaming console. That's all for today. Hope you all had a great New Year's, safe, fun New Year's. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like I said, leave a comment down below if you want to see more PUBG.